Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights, it is episode 53 of Bright Lights. First thing I'm going to say is thank you for the support on the series so far. Starting to get a few comments now on videos, getting likes on videos, have over 100 subscribers. It is insane. I want to say thank you for the support and all the support on the Twitch stream as well. We're getting an average of like 20 viewers now on a stream, so I'm pretty happy with that. If you can go and give the Twitch stream a follow, link in the description below, that'd be much appreciated. If you can give the video a like, much appreciated as well, and we can keep the growth of the channel and the growth of my my football managing, content creating, not career I want to say, but like whatever we call this, progress. If we can keep that going, that would be great. Anyhow, we do have our first game in Europe today. For those that haven't watched last episode, before I click the Euro Cup Group J, maybe you want to go back and watch the draw. The only thing you will see on this screen is that we are playing Plzen, unless you've looked on the right hand side, but we have got Final Shakhtar and Plzen was second seed, final to fourth seed, and they came second in the Eredivisie last year. I can't believe they were fourth seed. I don't understand how they were fourth seed, but they are, and I reckon they're the hardest team because they've won it twice as well. Apparently this is their key prospect. That's changed, so we're going to just scout him up too. But yeah, and they're currently second in the Eredivisie as well. We've also got Shakhtar, who are first seed, and I think Shakhtar's one of the harder ones we could have got, but it wasn't Juventus, who are also in the draw as well. Anyhow, we do have a game to talk about. After the Newcastle game, we did beat Leeds 3-1. We played a slightly rotated side. See that John played, Kim Jam played, who else played there? Godin played, he had to. Unfortunately, Taram started. Rab scored yet again. Marquez came off the bench and scored 2 in a 3-1 win. Sebastian Rab, what can we say about this guy? He's now being capped by Germany. He keeps growing. He keeps growing. He's not growing. His determination's going up at 6-6. And that's all we wanted. Anyway, we are going to go back to the team screen before we press submit. And this is the team slightly rotated in areas, slightly not in others. Smithies is in goals because he's our cup goalkeeper. We got Burgess playing right back. Just didn't want to throw Alcott into this game. I'm actually going to throw Alcott into the Cabaret Cup, which is coming up next after this game. We won't see that in the episode, who cares. Daniel and Van Dijk, the two best centre-backs that I think that we have, or the best partnership that we have, are going to play. Wallace Dosek's going to play because Miguel isn't 100% fit, but you will see Miguel probably get some match time in this game. We've got him because he's been in such good form. We did rest him in the last one. We didn't. We rested Isaac Silva to play Hala. Isaac just needs the fitness. He's going to play 90 minutes no matter what. Alexander, the Wonder Kid's also going to play 90 minutes in the hole, and Marquez and Rab are going up top because I really want to beat Plzen in our first game. Viktoria Plzen is a side that we did look at in the last episode, a side that we should be beating. They've got a few lads here. I'm more interested to see who the regens are, like Mik Vidjurus. He's okay, not great. He's got seven games and 3 goals for the Czechs. So probably worth a scout because he's playing for the Czechs at 19, but that's pretty much it. They've got some names there that I'm not really noticed in. Tosca played at Real Hippus, I reckon. Yeah, they're okay. They're kind of at the level just below us. They're not at our level in terms of quality of player. However, they have got European experience where we don't. This is our first game in Europe in the save. Let me know what you think would happen in Europe. Where should we be aiming for? Should we be aiming for the quarterfinal, the semi-final? Should we be aiming for just to make it out the group and see what happens? I don't know. Anyway, we are going to ask our assistant. We've told everybody that we have faith in them. And I've picked the team that gives us the best chance of winning. There's a lot of ins and outs, obviously. He's not ready to start, is Durante Miguel. Anyway, it's us in the red and the white, and Viktoria Plzen in the white in the straightaway. I'm expecting quite a nervy game. I'm expecting a game where it could go one or two ways. Either Plzen will come out and be a lot stronger than what we expect, and it's going to be nervy, it's going to be interesting, or we are going to dominate the ball, which means we'll probably dominate the game. I'm looking at Isaac Silva because if this guy can get match fit, he will push Haller for a starting spot because he's that good, the 34 million rated Portuguese winger. Anyway, it is Wallace who we will be giving game time so he can grow, but it's a poor throw-in from Wallace. And Alioski now on the ball. We'll find Telepatenke, who will find Nakabamba. Nakabamba is a very nice name. Nakabar is probably what it is. Anyway, Isaac's success. It's Isaac Silva with the ball. And a great tackle too because he's got 12 tackling for a winger. Anyway, Milic now wins it from the long ball. It was a pretty poor directed long ball there from Burgess. And it's back to Zimmer. And Zimmer now with the chance to go forward. We are in our work clothes in our wonderful snowman. Of course, as we do have work in 20 minutes before we recorded this game. I just wanted to play this first game in Europe. So falls for Alexander. The ball to Isaac Sex, who smacks it first time. That's his first goal for the club. And there we go. He scored his first ever Sunderland goal. It was a decent ball there from Alexander. After he picked it up from the tackle, maybe brought Isaac Success slightly wider than I would have liked him. I didn't actually expect him to bury it first time. As you can see, Alexander just gets there first time, waited well, but didn't take him on goal. I don't even think the keeper was expecting him to shoot, but Isaac Silva, who he just smacks it in past the keeper, and we're 1-0 up, and there he is, his first goal for the year, the winger, and hopefully that's the sign of things to come. He puts a corner in back post now. Daniel heads up, he was pushed, and the referee says penalty. It was actually the assistant behind the goal that gave it, but there we are. It is Marquez. He actually started banging in penalties of late. Maybe it's just his time now. Marquez now, can he continue his goal scoring form? He can. He bangs this penalty in. You got to remember, from his first 5 penalties he missed, from his first 8 penalties he missed 5 or 6, and now he's taken 12 and he's scored the rest after the 8th penalty. So I think he scored his last 3 or 4 penalties now off a live cup. I haven't seen a penalty of late. He did score the last one, obviously, in the last game against Leeds as well in the league. But there we are. Burgess picking up a knock, and I don't have this Alcott on the bench. It's okay as long as it's not a big knock. It's a bruised ankle. He can play the 90 minutes, and we'll rest him with Alcott in the next game. That's fine. 2-0 up to the good here, dominating the game. They don't really have a sniff. In terms of the other game in our group, Shakhtar and Feyenoord are currently 0-0. A draw, they would be nice. They're going more attacking. We're obviously playing on the break, so that suits us. And I'm pretty happy with how this has gone, you know. Half-time, 2-0 up, flying. People are playing well. I'm very happy with how things are going. The only thing is Rab hasn't scored yet. And that's twice now we've seen him on thing. We haven't seen him score. Even in the Community Shield, we just forget about the Community Shield. We didn't think it was too much. Anyway, Rab picked the ball up straight away. And Marquez now crunching tackle there from Renzik. And Marquez there getting absolutely dominated and getting absolutely cut to shreds with a crunching tackle. Anyway, Silva goes back post towards Daniel. He heads at goal, and in the end, Zimmer will pick it up before Rab will flick it back in towards the goal. And there we are. Burgess there, he should be okay. Van Dijk, they're not having the best of games, but Silva now have another chance. Looking back post again for Daniel. He's so good in the air. Heads it, but straight at Zimmer. I'm not liking that Daniel keeps headering at goal. Prefer to header him back across the box. But anyhow, he is one of our big threats in goals. Maybe in time to set up a second tactic as well and not just go so far back post. Anyway, Burgess now whips it in towards Marquez, who flicks it on. Rab's there. Rab won't miss that. And the keeper should have come for it. But there is Rab. He finally scores in a live com game. And like I said, the guy, you know, he might go missing in games, but if you give him a chance, he scores. Proving he scored 6 in 6. That's 7 in 7 for us in terms of all competitions, I think. Anyway, the keeper really should have come for that and cleaned Rab out and really come and crunched him and the ball. But instead, Rab just given a free opportunity from 6 yards, he won't miss. And the whole midfield is playing well. Dosek's looking a little bit complacent out there. I don't really mind. In terms of giving game time to people, I think we're going to give game time to Durant, and we will give him in his natural role there, just back a line. We are just going to put him on a deep line playmaker on defend and really just look to shut up shop. For everybody else though out there, I think we're pretty okay with how things are looking now as Godin gets on the ball. Still with Mike Godin. Can he whip a ball in of quality? He instead lays it back to Burgess delightfully. Burgess gets in the box, whips it. Marquez header blocked, tackled, blocked, everything happening there. I actually think Rab tackled Marquez as trying to tackle the ball from the defender. But yeah, you know, it could have been a goal there. Marquez missing another clear-cut header, which is not great. But everybody out there having a great game at the moment. Smithy's in goals. Marquez from the free kick hits it. Zimmer with a great save down low to his left-hand side. I thought it was curling in as soon as it went around the wall. But there we are. It is a corner, and it will be Silva who will take it. Silva now will whip that one in towards the back post. Daniel heads down. Oh, Marquez didn't get there. That's better from Daniel, though, trying to head in towards goals. And there we are. With the 78 minutes played, I'm actually going to go and just get Kim Jan out there. I don't know if he can play right back. I'm going to actually get Van Dijk to play right back, and because of his pace, and Kim Jan to play as a covering defender. With the last change, we're actually going to get Daniel Wood up there, and we're going to get Daniel Wood on for Rab, who scored yet another goal. And it's just good to give Daniel Wood some game time in the league. Anyway, Aaron's, I think, from Newcastle there. I thought it was a foul. Apparently, it's not given, and it's off Wallace, and it's an own goal, and it's 3-1. Smithies doesn't get a clean sheet. I thought it was a foul in the build-up there, but maybe it was pushed by his own man, just in here. We can watch it down. Here we go. Wallace is there. That's Wood. In saying that, maybe Wood's been blocked off. He's not really interfering with a player. It's a fair goal, to be honest. Maybe Wallace was distracted by what's happening in front of him. I'm just going to tell the lads if we can just go and get creative. You know, they feel a bit pressured by it. I just want a fourth. That's all I want. I want to see Daniel Wood score. But instead, it's not going to happen anywhere. Rolando Aarons from Newcastle does get injured. How has his career gone on Rolando Aarons? Let's have a look. Did he move from Newcastle? No, he moved to Verona or Slovian there for 350k, then Viktoria Plzen paid 6.25k mil for him. Wow. Anyway, Wallace there on the ball. Looks for Miguel. Looks into Alexander. Looks for Marquez. Marquez back to Miguel. When Miguel like to hit one from distance, he doesn't. Alexander into Godin. Oh, Mike, his eyes lit up at the opportunity of scoring another goal this year. Instead, he puts it over the bar. It wasn't all great or anything good from the lad, but at full time, we do win our first game in Europe. We do win 3-1, sorry. I'm very pleased with how everybody played there. Everybody having a decent game there for us at the moment. Anyone off the bench having a good game? Rab did. Daniel didn't really get much to do, unfortunately, Mr. Daniel Wood, but there we are. Burgess out for 1 to 3 days, which is fine. Gonna send the assistant as it was all okay, because I really want to check what happened in the other game before we get into it. Can we go to match day? I actually might be quicker to click it on schedule, senior schedule, and then go into the Euro Cup J. Feyenoord did draw in the end with Shakhtar 0-0 there. That game was played in the Ukraine, so an opportunity missed out for Shakhtar. I expect Feyenoord to be really good in the save. But coming up next, in the next episode, will be Feyenoord and Sunderland in the Netherlands. It will be a homecoming for Van Dijk. Actually, I think Van Dijk's from AZ. A homecoming in terms of nation for Van Dijk. Anyhow, that will be the next episode, and that will also be live on stream later tonight after coaching. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode of Bright Lights, please go and check out the stream, of course, link in the description below. Also go and give it a like if you've enjoyed the episode as well. And from Damien, Sunderland and Bright Lights, in our first game in Europe, it's a win versus Plzen. How long will that winning run continue in Europe? I'm not 100% sure. Where will we finish in Europe? Let me know in the comments. Where will we finish in the league as well? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that one there. Thank you and goodbye.